Welcome back to Danganronpa Trigger Happy Havoc. We are heading into our second trial. The bizarre class trial begins again. Why was Chihiro murdered? Is the killer hiding within the group? Is there any help to be found in this series of murders? Well, I don't know if there's going to be any help. I feel like this is going to keep on happening and happening, of course. Let me just set my skills for unless it's already set. Oh, they're already set. Okay. Let me just finish preparations. Class trial, all rise.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one...
Personally, I'm still trying to figure out who the heck did it.
Then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate. Okay, then. So, first off, let's talk about the murder weapon!
Oh, yeah, of course you'd be wanting to do that. First, we have to make clear what was used to deliver the fatal blow. It was the dumbbell. Locker room dumbbell, yep.
Chihiro's fatal injury. It appears it was a head wound.
Yes, it is the case.
According to the Monokuma file, the killer used a blunt instrument. But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been?
It was a dumbbell.
I bet it was an iron pipe.
Nope. Nope. Jeez. Damn it. I was too slow.
It would make for a powerful weapon.
Poor Chihiro indeed, and I really gotta speed things up. The weapon had to be at the scene of the crime. There was something with a blood stain on it. I know what it is. I just need to work my timing. And I think it's partially due to a delay on my controller side, I think. Maybe it's just me.
But what kind of blunt instrument could it have been? I bet it was an iron pipe.
But was I too early? Accuracy sucks. Yes, I know.
Chihiro's fatal injury.
It appears it...
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt? I bet it was an iron pipe. Interesting.
Oh, for pity's sakes. Oh.
Chihiro's... It appears it...
According to the Monokuma file, what kind of blunt instrument?
There we go. Let's see if we can go this time.
Iron pipe. No, it's wrong.
Finally.
Can we agree that the object that dealt the fatal blow was the dumbbell, found at the scene of the crime?
Mm-hmm.
It was covered in blood, and there was nothing else at the scene that could have caused that kind of injury.
And the wound on the victim's head is consistent with the shape of the dumbbell. As far as I'm concerned, there's no mistake and no room for doubt on this one.
You looked at her head wound?
Yes, we'd have to, unfortunately.
Yay! That's so creepy!
Well, we had to do it in order to find out everything we need to for this case.
If you don't mind, I will proceed from here. Let's move on to discussion of the culprit.
Okay, sure.
Although, I believe the criminal behind this heinous act is already quite clear.
What? For real?
Chihiro's killer is the fiendish serial killer, Genocide Jack.
No. Genocide Jack, the fiendish serial killer. Did he really kill Chihiro? No. A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Absolutely. For this debate, lines of white noise will appear to disrupt your reactions. Your truth bullets will disappear if they hit these lines, so think of them as obstacles in your debate. but there's a way to keep this white noise from getting in your way. Press the A button to attach a silencer, which you can use to shoot down the white noise. However, if you shoot an actual remark with your silencer instead of the white noise, the time limit will decrease, so take careful aim when you have your silencer out. Oh, but if your action difficulty is set to gentle, white noise won't appear at all. Well, that's not me. In which case, you can forget about the silencer and just focus on the situation in front of you. Well then, good luck and have fun! Make your argument. Genocide Jack case file. Okay.
The culprit is Genocide Jack.
Oh, it's
I'm
purple
sure.
lines. Okay.
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
No.
But that's impossible.
Yeah, it is impossible.
Why? What makes it impossible?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
Hey,
What?
So, speaking of Genocide Jack, I don't know who that is.
Wouldn't that have been the right thing to do? Or maybe did the timing I got wrong? The thing Byakuya showed me in the archive, one look at that and anyone would be convinced. It shows that this was the work of Genocide Jack.
The culprit
Okay,
is Genocide
maybe I
Jack.
just need the
I'm sure.
timing.
Case closed, as far as I'm concerned.
But that's impossible.
Why? What?
Well, I mean, come on. There's just no proof for it.
There we go.
No, that's
I just had to wait.
I might know one reason he could be involved.
The case file.
What?
I found this file while I was looking around the archive in the library. I guess it's some kind of confidential file the police put together about the Genocide Jack case.
What? That's kind of weird as shit, isn't it? What was something like that doing in the library?
Just was.
The why of it is probably more trouble than it's worth. So let's forget about that for now.
No, let's just put it in the back of our minds. You know, just thinking about things.
More importantly, it outlines all the specifics of every Genocide Jack case in exceeding detail. According to the file, there appear to be two defining characteristics in every Genocide Jack case.
Well, there's a couple of things.
The first is that a bloody message is found written at the scene of every murder.
Yeah, bloodlust.
Oh, that's right. Boob lust.
No. It's actually bloodlust.
Thank you.
But more important is the other characteristic, and it's something that has never been made public.
Never made public? What the hell is it?
Why don't you tell them, Makoto?
Oh, of course. Sure, put me on the spot. Why don't you? The other characteristic of every Genocide Jack case, which the world at large doesn't know, if I'm not mistaken, has something to do with the positioning of the body. How the victim was
I got it!
positioned.
Apparently, in every Genocide Jack case, the killer suspends the body in a certain way. Other than the killer, the only people who know about this are the higher-ups in the police department.
However, Chihiro was most definitely suspended in the same way.
Based on what we saw the case file, yeah.
So, how did the culprit know about this when only high-level police officials were aware of it?
Again, the thought that I have, although it's really weird, and I don't understand the reasoning behind it, and maybe I'm wrong about this, but the killer, whoever it is, again, I don't think it's Genocide Jack, killed Chihiro, but then Genocide Jack came and tried to take the credit for it? But I don't understand why, but it's gotta been something. Because the word bloodlust is there, the way that the body is positioned, everything else, it's gotta be Genocide Jack, but I guess I'm just a little confused as to why they would do it this way.
There's only one logical answer I can think of. It's because the culprit in this case is the real Genocide Jack.
Genocide Jack was at the scene of the crime. Yes. Again, do I think they did it? No.
No fucking way!
You're saying Genocide Jack is one of us?
Yes. And I think it's Toko because of the way that Toko is acting.
Yes, in fact, it's Toko.
What?
Genocide Jack's true identity is Toko Fukawa.
But she isn't aware. Well, she isn't aware of it all.
You lie!
What? Hey, okay, wait, hold on a sec. Toko has like bloodophobia or whatever, remember?
Bloodophobia?
What kind of serial killer is afraid of blood?
I don't know what's the term, but yeah, she doesn't do well with the sight of blood.
Is Toko Genocide Jack? The answer is yes and no.
Another riddle? Man, why is this gotta be so complicated?
Because we all have to think. It's a riddle for sure, but I feel like I understand it. What it means for Genocide Jack to be Toko, but also to not be Toko. The answer is that she's not just one person, but multiple people, right? Which one's this now? Oh, Heyman's Gambit. Okay. What are my letters? Oh, I think I know what this is. Where's H? H, where's the H? Come on. E, no. Come on, H. Where are you? There you are. Oh, wait, I thought I hit H. No? Maybe it's covered by the other letter. C. Oh, no, it is. I want C. That's it. I want C. I can't spell. Z. And where's the O? There we go.
Now I understand. Is it because Genocide Jack has a split personality?
Yes.
Huh?
I think I read that somewhere in the file too. They thought that the suspect might have, what did they call it? Dissociative identity disorder.
Yeah, dissociative identity disorder. And thank you again in the comments as well for giving me the proper terminology, because they did use the proper terminology here, but in the previous video where they had the bits of discussion between Makoto and Byakuya, I had used an incorrect word, which I didn't realize, and I do apologize for that. So it was something that I learned. I'll work to try to remember proper terminology, or basically to learn proper terminology going forward. That being said, if you do notice something that I've said incorrectly, or that I'm using the wrong word or what have you, please let me know in the comments, because I'm always happy to learn new things and to make corrections as needed.
Oh, okay. But still, to go and say that about Miss Fukawa is...
Perfectly acceptable.
Hmm?
Toko's strange behavior after seeing the body is proof enough that she has a split personality.
Yes. One thing that shows Toko could have split personality has to do with her behavior. Her behavior changed.
You're talking about how she started acting totally different than usual, right?
That's right. Think back. She fainted when she saw Chihiro's corpse, and then, when she woke up...
She was totally different. I'm fine. I'm fine. Ooh, is that a dead body? Hey, are you dead? She must hit her head real hard when she fainted. The world has a front and a back, a top inning and a bottom, a sea of truth and a web of lies. This is quite concerning. I mean, she sounds completely different.
She was acting funny, that's for sure. That melancholy tone of hers completely disappeared.
Don't go assigning adjectives to my tone without permission.
Not to mention, once she regained consciousness and saw Chihiro's body again, she was utterly calm. In other words, within her is one personality that can't handle blood, and one that obviously can.
Mm-hmm. Oh gosh, is she going to collapse? Is something else going to happen?
So when Toko trapped herself in her room, it's because she was scared of Genocide Jack?
I won't let Genocide Jack have control. I'll drive out the killer. Drive out the murderous fiend.
The reason she locked herself in her room wasn't to keep other people from getting in.
Somebody else from getting out.
It was to keep her other personality from getting out.
Mm-hmm.
What?
Toko was afraid. Afraid of the murderous fiend inside of her. Of killing even more people.
How?
Yeah. How can you know all this?
I do believe you misunderstood her. What she's trying to say isn't, how can you know all this? No. What she wants to know is, how could you tell them?
Huh?
Last night, just before Monokuma gave his motive speech, Toko and I had a strange conversation. She told me a most interesting story. She said a murderous fiend lived within her, and she was afraid it could appear and attack at any time. And that trepidation is what's caused her to have such a bleak attitude. Isn't that right, Toko?
Mm-hmm. Oh my gosh, look at that face.
This is all a lie. Right, Toko?
No, it's not. Sorry, sweetie.
You said you wouldn't tell anyone.
But they need to know for this case, and just to protect themselves too.
What?
You promised. I can't believe you lied.
You have only yourself to blame. You came to me with your tragic little story. I didn't ask you to.
Byakuya, I really enjoy making you upset and just getting on your nerves. Why? Because I find it amusing. But, all right. Well, I feel that everybody did need to know that this information. It was important, especially to protect themselves, considering that everybody's just trying to escape. Well, not trying to escape, but just try to live lives here, wanting to move on, etc. And just having somebody who could potentially kill them all is really, really scary. And considering the way that Byakuya thinks, the way that he acts, I'm surprised that, maybe I shouldn't say I'm surprised, but I guess I was sort of surprised that Toko would have told him, like, her story. But at the same time, you'd think that knowing the way that he is and everything, probably doing that was not the best of ideas. But it seems like she really likes him, so...
This is the real world, not some romantic fantasy fairy tale.
Byakuya, you're putting a mark on yourself, dear. And either that or he's really egging her on to make the other personality come out, to talk to them, rather.
Besides, you broke your promise first. You said that as long as you were here, no matter what, you wouldn't let Genocide Jack kill anyone.
And now Genocide Jack's being accused of killing Chihiro.
But in spite of that promise,
I'm sorry. I couldn't keep our promise. Don't worry. Never again. I won't let Genocide Jack have control ever again.
You said if I kept my promise, you would go out with me. That's the only reason I promised.
how many times do I have to tell you? I never said that. But you weren't able to do it. You just couldn't resist that rush you got from killing, could you?
Maybe I'm thinking of it all wrong, and I'm not giving Byakuya as enough credit as I should. Now I'm just wondering if he's just egging her on a little bit just to switch personalities.
I tried. I swear I tried to control it, but...
Because I'm wondering if it's not just blood that does, like, cause her to faint and Genocide Jack to come out. I'm just wondering as well, enough strain or pressure to trigger the fight or flight sort of reaction.
But your efforts were useless. What a disappointment.
I hate you.
Well, the opening act is nearly finished. All that's left is to hear from the person in question directly.
Yeah, okay, so you are trying to do things to trigger Genocide Jack come out.
The person?
Oh, Toko.
You don't...
Yeah, he wants to talk to Genocide Jack directly. Toko's body suddenly lunged backwards. A huge thud echoed across the courtroom, but in the next second... Stance change?
Well, hello there! Is it me you were hoping to see?
Oh my gosh, the tongue. And those eyes, wow. This Jill?
What the heck? So you figured it out, huh? Well, whatever. What are you gonna do? I'm the ultimate murderous fiend, Genocide Jack! Or better yet, let's go with Genocide Jill!
What the fuck is this?
This has turned everything on its head.
Toko, what happened to you?
Other personality took over.
Not Toko, that's a loser name. And what happened is a textbook split personality. So what if one of them happens to be a serial killer? You should turn a blind eye to one's faults.
Oh my gosh, the voice actor really did a great job.
So
Intense, yeah.
Like they say, sound in murderous mind, sound in murderous body.
It just makes me wonder then, for future trials, are we going to be in trials with Genocide Jill, or are we going to be with Toko? Or is it for each trial we're going to have a mixture of the two? I guess I'll have to play and find out.
This one is so different from the one we've come to know.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, well, the world is composed of a front and a back, you know. Just like how every inning has a top and a bottom, or how in the depths of every truth lives a little lie.
And that's very similar to what she said earlier.
Behind every dark and gloomy soul lives another that shines as bright as the sun!
Very poetic, my dear. This is the murderous fiend Genocide Jack? This is beyond insane.
Miss Jack, Jill, can I ask you a question?
What's up?
Oh gosh. I hope I can keep up.
Some of us think you might be the mastermind behind our entire situation. What are your thoughts on that?
Well, I'll tell you, I am the mastermind of all masterminds!
But again, I don't think you did this murder.
Just kidding!
I feel like I'm getting whiplash.
Then that's not true?
Not in this case.
Of course it's not true. How dare you try to link me to that creepazoid?
Oh, we insulted you, Monokuma? That's so very bad.
And another thing, the police and government and society in the outside world are totally powerless. I mean, they just let this idiotic, bloodthirsty maniac go buck wild all over town.
I thought you'd be happy about that. Considering that it would bring, like, major despair.
Sure, I'm a bloodthirsty maniac, but life is pain, right? To live is to hurt other people. It's a necessary evil if you want to survive. The act of living itself causes pain for everyone. Just kidding again!
Oh, again, this is just gonna be such whiplash.
This should be enough to convince you. This murderous fiend is responsible for Chihiro's death.
No. I still say no.
There's clearly a motive, so there should be no doubt.
No. This isn't right.
A motive?
Remember what Monokuma told us? If someone didn't murder and graduate within 24 hours, an embarrassing memory or secret would be revealed. Well, let's assume that Toko's secret was about Genocide Jack. If a secret like that came to light, Toko's life would have undoubtedly been forever ruined.
Yeah, but who's to say that it's going to be her secret that's brought out? I can't quite remember off the top of my head right now as to whether Monokuma said that everybody's going to be revealed or it's just going to be one person's to be revealed. And if it's one person, who's to say it's going to be Toko's?
So she had a very clear motive to never have that side of herself exposed.
Yes, that is a motive. But I still have the snagging feel in the back of my head that it's not her.
Interesting. Very, very, very interesting.
Yeah, she was involved, but she didn't do the actual deed.
But sorry, as much as I hate to admit it, I'm not the culprit.
Huh?
But I cannot imagine anyone other than you could murder someone in such a bizarre fashion.
To string up, well, hate the word string up, but to place Chihiro in such a position and to use bloodlust, yes, that is Genocide Jack's traits. But the fact that the position of the body, that is something that only the police would know, or Toko in general, and she did that. But again, what was used to murder Chihiro was not what Genocide Jack uses.
Maybe so, but nevertheless, it's the truth.
Do you really expect any of us to believe you?
Yeah, I could never believe a word you say, you monster.
Maybe she's totally right about that, but something's still bothering me. What she said, I need to get some more details about all of this. Make your argument. Status of the dead body.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
You
That's
say
true.
that, but do you really expect any of us to believe it?
Perhaps if you had an alibi, that would change things. Oh, an alibi, huh? Now we're talking.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely. What
No,
more
it doesn't.
proof do we need?
I think I know which part I need to do. I need to hit, but I just need to work on my aim. Okay, I just have to focus on remembering Chihiro's body. That must have the answer. That should prove that what he said isn't quite right.
Sorry, but I didn't kill anyone.
That is true.
You say that, but perhaps if you had an alibi.
When you compare your past murders to this incident, the modus operandi matches completely.
Oh,
What
come
more
on.
proof
Give it up. You
I need to do this again. Come on.
Sorry, but you say that, but perhaps if you had an
When you compare your past murders to this, the modus operandi matches completely.
That is not true. Thankfully.
Are the methods of murder really exactly the same?
They're
I'm not
not.
so sure about that. I think there's a slight difference between the Genocide Jack cases in this one.
Huh? How's it any different?
Uh-oh, you don't know? Well then, human garbage, let me tell you! I murder with passion and conviction.
Exactly, with scissors.
I consider myself a professional, and I have a very particular way of doing things. Imagine you go to a fancy Italian restaurant. They're very picky about the noodles, the sauce, everything. But what happened to Chihiro? It'd be like if that same Italian restaurant started using ragu or Chef Boyardee.
Oh gosh, if they use Chef Boyardee, that'd be worrisome. Ugh.
This is no creation of mine.
Let me rephrase that in a way that maybe makes more sense. There are two clear differences between the Genocide Jack cases and this one.
There's one clear difference between the murders. In the photos in the other Genocide Jack cases, look at the neck and stomach. Here you see a clear difference. The victim's fatal injury.
For one, the cause of death is different. In the Genocide Jack murders, all the victims were killed the same way. According to the case file, they were all apparently killed with a pair of scissors. But Chihiro died from a blow to the head, right?
Exactly.
Ah, yes. That is remarkably different from the other murders.
Wouldn't it be strange for someone who kills the same way without fail to suddenly change their method?
People are creatures of habit, and they tend to go along doing the same things as per usual. I really couldn't see Genocide Jack changing their mind in how they take care of people.
And there's more. One more conflicting detail.
That's right. In my recipe of murder, if the bloody message is the tortellini, then the arrangement of the body would be the pesto sauce.
Oh.
Could you please stop comparing killing people to cooking? So, are you saying the other difference has to do with how the body was arranged?
That's right. The second difference is related to how she was suspended. In the photos of the other Genocide Jack cases, all the other victims were stabbed right through their hands. Here you see a clear difference. What was used to suspend her?
I got it! Do you remember what the killer used to suspend her?
A cord.
They used some kind of rope to hang her up by her wrists.
Again, though, it wasn't a rope, it was a cord. It was the extension cord.
What is your point?
Well, in all the previous Genocide Jack cases, something else was used to suspend them.
Scissors.
Specifically, pairs of razor-sharp scissors.
And guess what? I used my own specially designed scissors for the murders and the arrangement.
Specially designed. Whoa.
Like I said, I'm a professional, so naturally I'm very picky about the tools I use. And you know what else?
What else do you want to tell me?
Big Mac said there's two differences, but he's wrong.
There's a third?
Big Mac? Are you referring to me?
I think so, because of your name, Makoto.
Listen up, Big Mac. There's actually one more difference.
Okay.
Huh?
My word, you really didn't notice? Take a look at who the victims were in each Genocide Jack case.
They're boys?
There's a pattern there, just waiting to be discovered.
A pattern?
They're gentlemen.
Figure that out, and it'll be plain as death why I couldn't have possibly killed that little lolly girl.
Let's see. There's a pattern surrounding the Genocide Jack victims, and Chihiro didn't fit? If you look at the names of each of the victims, what you'll notice is... Oh, I think I figured it out. I know why she couldn't kill Chihiro. Because Chihiro was a girl.
Is it because Chihiro was a girl?
Bingo! Bullseye! Right on the money!
But I was thinking that Chihiro was a guy but dressed him as a girl?
What are you talking about?
In all the Genocide Jack cases, all the victims had something in common.
Ken Harada, 32. Tetsuhiro Honda, 17. Shoji Gaku, 23. Kano Issei, 14. Takahashi Yoshida, 30. Komatsuna Taro, Takafumi Gono, Uchida Naohia, Takeshi Masamune, Yoto Yumejima. There was no end to it.
They were all guys?
Uh-huh.
That's right! The people I kill with such passion and conviction are all adorable little men! I can't believe I said it! I'm so embarrassed!
Oh, does that mean Byakuya would have been your next in line?
The hell is wrong with you?
I can't help it! I'm just a full-throttle boy-on-boy fangirl, and the movie side of me just hates it. But now I'm on the fast track to becoming a full-fledged fan madam!
Gosh!
So since Chihiro was a girl and not an adorable little man, you wouldn't kill her?
Would an Italian chef suddenly start making ramen
Oh, then
just
we're
because
talking
they're
about food
both
stuff
noodles?
again.
Don't be stupid. I have too much passion and conviction to cross that line. That's the absolute reality of a one and only.
We get it. You've clearly explained your hobby and your philosophy. But that's not all there is to it. It's a different matter entirely, when you're forced to kill in order to survive.
Quiet, lowly cur!
Oh,
Lowly, Kurt.
oh, she struck a nerve.
I would never kill for a reason as petty as mere survival. And if by some fluke I did kill to survive, why would I bother with the message and arrangement? It'd make me the obvious suspect!
Exactly.
That does make some amount of sense. Plus, whatever reason I have for killing, I would never leave out my prized scissors. Who would go out of their way to use a big, stupid, heavy dumbbell?
Maybe you used the dumbbell because
No.
you couldn't find any scissors in the school?
Let me guess, she has scissors with her anyway.
Any scissors? I don't just use any scissors. I only use my own set of high-class envy of the entire world scissors!
Yeah, because she said she is a professional, so she would have had her tools of the trade with her.
Okay, whatever. There still aren't any in the school.
Are you sure about that?
She brought her own?
Da-da-da-da!
Of course she brought her own.
She's fully equipped!
That's right! So I can kill anywhere, anytime! Why would I resort to dumbbells or rope when I have my trusty scissors by my side? Go ahead, tell me I'm wrong! You can't, can you, gutter dogs, all of you!
Oh,
Not to mention, I have no clue how to tie a good knot! So rope's totally out of the question anyway!
so somebody pretending to be... Who else would know? Who else would have known all this?
I have no idea what's going on anymore. Could such a heinous villain really be innocent?
At least for now.
But the body really was suspended, right? And nobody but the police knew about that.
Yeah. That's why we figured it had to be the real deal and not some copycat killer or whatever.
Actually, hold on. There is one person. One person could have copied the Genocide Jack cases. It's... I can't say it's Byakuya. He would have known, but it's wrong.
Here's my answer. Byakuya, it's possible you could have found out, isn't it? You'd have no problem gaining access to classified government documents
you're the
police records.
You're the scion. You're the person with power. But I can't see you as to killing like this.
Plus, you've already looked through the Genocide Jack file before this all happened, hadn't you?
I don't think it's him.
Are you saying Mr. Togami did it?
Again, I don't think it's him. I don't know why, but I just don't think it's him. You're not saying a damn word.
Then the reason he pushed the theory of Genocide Jack being the killer so hard was
to push the suspicion off of himself.
because he wanted to pin the crime on her.
Oh, he rearranged the scene to disguise it and make it look like I put my stamp on it. The adorable glasses man was behind it all. Oh, I'm on fire!
Oh, that made her so happy.
Well, Byakuya, what's your response?
He didn't do it.
I see. So now the suspicion falls on me.
And that smirk.
Then I must ask, when would you say I began acting suspicious? Surely you must have an answer.
He hasn't. He's kept the way he's kept the way that he's acted the entire time. He hasn't changed.
Looking back and thinking about it now, the way you were acting right before we discovered the body was a little strange.
Sort of, but again, I don't think it was you. And the locker rooms, they're suspicious. Very suspicious indeed. Wouldn't you agree? Suspicious? It seems nobody searched the locker rooms. Let's start with the girls' locker room.
You wanted to go to the girls' locker room right away, right? But since you're a guy...
I should have naturally thought of the boys' locker room first. Is that what you want to say?
Yes.
The victim was Chihiro, a girl. Hence why I said we should check the girls' locker room.
Nothing strange about that, I'd say.
On the contrary, there's something very strange.
Okay then, what's so strange about it? Go ahead, share with the rest of the class.
There is a clear contradiction in what Byakuya just said. I need to make it clear to everyone. A new element has been added to non-stop debates. Would you like to hear more? Yes, please. Next, we're going to add something called a truth flashback. If you aim at a weak spot and hold down the Y button, okay, then you'll memorize that weak spot. This memorized phrase can only be shot once as a single truth bullet. If you shoot or change a truth bullet, it will disappear from your truth cylinder. Oh. Oh, good gracious. Okay. However, you can use this flashback feature as many times as you want. Oh, thank goodness, because if you screw up, then you'd be totally toast. If you don't seem to have the answer to a lie or a contradiction in your loaded truth bullets, it might be wise to memorize a different weak spot and use that to make your case. When's the best time to flashback? Well, you'll just have to use your keen wits, won't you? In this case, though, I will say that if you don't use a flashback, you won't be refuting anything. Well then, good luck and have fun. Make your arguments. Monokuma File 2.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found his body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check
I think I want to let it play out first.
room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy!
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl. So of course I would suggest we check the girls' locker room first. There was no time for pointless distractions. What's so strange about that?
you wish you'd taken me with you.
But I thought you only liked 2D. Hearing Byakuya's comment about Chihiro being a girl, I realized there's a clear contradiction there. But it doesn't make sense how he could have known before we even found it. I think I know where I need to use the memorized thingamabobber. Or flashback thing. Okay, need to make that contradiction clear.
So, you said Byakuya was acting kind of weird before we found his body. But he was acting weird... how?
If you're presented with the opportunity to check out the girls' locker room,
You absolutely take it! That's a natural reaction for any guy.
Is this it?
The victim was Chihiro, who was a girl.
No, that's wrong.
Yeah, because it doesn't make sense.
I'll tell you what's so strange about that. Because up until we actually discovered the body,
Yeah, we
couldn't
didn't
have
know
known
who the victim was.
So your claim that you went to the girls' locker room first because Chihiro was the victim doesn't hold up.
Uh-huh.
I see. That's a good answer, I must admit. Interesting. Very interesting indeed. But your reasoning is still too weak.
Huh?
What's wrong? Is that it? Surely you've got more than that. Go ahead. Show us.
What's with Byakuya's attitude? It's like he doesn't even care. I've got him cornered, but he's acting like it has nothing to do with him.
What's the matter? You're not finished already, are you? There must be more to it.
There is. I think.
There is more to it. Think about it. We just talked about the differences between this case and past Genocide Jack incidents.
Right.
The proof you're looking for is hidden in there.
Oh, thank you, Kyoko.
Oh? Proof that I'm the culprit, you mean?
The differences between this case and the other Genocide Jack murders. The evidence that proves Byakuya is responsible is hidden in there? What could it be? Oh, another situation where I'm recalling? Library desk lamp. Okay.
What? The difference between the cases?
Oh,
You want me to
the cord was
explain it
used.
again? When I want to kill, I use my very own special scissors. And I use those same scissors to arrange the body. But Chihiro was suspended
With the cord.
It was some kind of rope. Was it not?
That's right! It absolutely was!
Then there must be something very fishy indeed about that rope.
Hey, Byakuya, where'd you get it from, huh?
I'd never seen that rope before in my life.
You have seen that rope. It was in the library. You're using it to use the lamp.
Actually, I'm pretty sure you have seen it before. Because, you see, that rope, or should I say,
The extension cord.
that extension cord?
What? An extension cord?
Yep.
Byakuya, you've used the extension cord in the library more than once, haven't you?
Multiple times, in fact.
And the same extension cord that was in the library all this time went missing after the murder.
Exactly.
And there's no way someone who uses that extension cord as much as you do wouldn't discover that fact.
Then Byakuya must be the one who took the extension cord. I can't imagine any other possibility.
Now he's quiet again.
That's really what you think? Then your conclusion is something like this? I killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, then hung her up and wrote that bloody message. I intentionally made it look like Genocide Jack was behind it. Is that about right?
Not totally. That isn't completely right. He's doing it again. He's totally calm, totally unconcerned, as if he's not even involved. Oh, wait, not even involved.
What's wrong? I asked you if you think that's what happened.
It's not.
Hell yes, that's what happened. So that's it, right? Byakuya's the killer.
I don't disagree with not disagreeing.
He kept calling this a game, right? So he'd be totally willing to do something like this to win.
Sorry, but could we hold on just a second? I think we need to talk about this a little more.
We do, because if we just point the finger at him, we're all gonna die.
Do we really need to? We've already decided who did it.
It's not him!
I know, but still. there's something that's still bothering me.
Is that right? And what, pray tell, is still bothering you?
Multiple things.
I killed her in the girls' locker room, then disguised my crime.
But the poster had blood on it, and that was like a big-chested girl. That would have been in the boys' locker room, not the girls'. Plus, there's a whole bit about the carpet, which had the stain on it, which would have been the girls' room. But then it was in the boys' room, and the boys' carpet was brought to the girls' area.
Specifically, I dressed it up to make it look like it was the work of a homicidal psychopath. What about all that bothers you?
Wait, what was that just now? Something's not right. Chihiro's body was definitely found in the girls' locker room, but does that mean... Can I really just accept what Byakuya said as the truth? No, I don't think so. There's definitely something off about what he said. The scene of the
I
crime.
got it! You say you killed Chihiro in the girls' locker room, right?
How?
But are you sure about that? Isn't it possible that the murder took place somewhere else?
How disappointing. What kind of question is that? Even in the world of disappointments, this is a true letdown.
Oh, I disappointed you. I'm so sad.
She was found dead in the girls' locker room. There is absolutely no question about that.
Yes, she was found in the girls' locker room. That I don't object to. The thing I do object to is where she was killed.
How could the scene of the crime have been anywhere else?
Well, I think it's entirely possible that she was killed somewhere else, then carried there later. Along with the rest of the murder scene.
Exactly.
The rest of the murder scene?
Yes. The carpet, the dumbbell, and the poster.
That was awfully specific. Please tell me you have a reason for saying all of that.
I believe I do.
Hey, Byakuya, did I just take you off guard? When the story suddenly moved to the crime scene, Byakuya, who had been so confident up until now, maybe Byakuya never even realized the actual scene of the crime could have been somewhere else.
Hey, don't just move on without permission. What do you mean she was killed somewhere else?
She was killed in the boys' locker room.
Come on, Makoto. If there's any chance the murder took place somewhere else, let's see the proof.
Evidence that shows the murder took place somewhere else. There was something that was switched between the boys and girls' locker room. Well, there was, this one.
I got it! The proof that she was killed somewhere else is the poster that's hanging in each locker room.
Your proof is some posters?
Yes.
The poster in the girls' locker room was a picture of a big-boobed supermodel. But don't you think that's kind of strange? Why would the girls' locker room have a poster like that?
I bet those massive jugs of hers were totally fake!
Meanwhile, the boys' locker room had
the boy band.
A poster of the super popular boy band Tornado. Again, that doesn't really seem to belong in a boys' locker room.
So you're saying that maybe the posters were switched?
Yeah, and then there's the carpet too.
And there's one other thing I noticed about the locker rooms. You know what I'm talking about, right, Sakura?
You're referring to my protein coffee, aren't you?
Yes.
Protein coffee?
While I was in the girls' locker room earlier, I spilled some protein coffee on the carpet. But I noticed that after the murder, the stain had been totally scrubbed away.
No, it's not that the stain was scrubbed away. It was moved. And yeah, that's this one.
I got it! The stain on the girls' locker room carpet wasn't scrubbed away. In fact, I found it on the boys' locker room carpet.
That's definitely the stain from my protein coffee.
Yeah, those things are really hard. Stains like that are hard to get out.
Then, does that mean that the carpets were switched too?
Yep.
But why would anyone do that?
To move the murder scene from one locker room to the other. It's certainly plausible, don't you think? What? In other words, in order to completely swap the scene of the crime, the blood-stained poster and carpet were moved along with the dead body. By doing this, the killer was able to change the entire room where the murder took place.
That's a lot of moving the stuff around, though.
I can certainly follow your reasoning that why would the culprit bother doing that?
Because the murder happened in the boys' locker room.
Huh?
Why would they go through all that trouble of switching the scene of the crime? Actually, an even bigger question. If the murder did take place in the boys' locker room, then how did Chihiro get in the boys' locker room in the first place?
Oh, the thought. Because Chihiro is not who you think they are.
To get into the locker rooms, you have to swipe your e-handbook across the card reader device. But Chihiro's handbook should have only allowed her access to the girls' locker room. She had no way to get into the boys' locker room to begin with.
No, she did have a way, and I can tell you what it was.
I highly doubt that.
Shut up! I'm telling you, I know how she could have done it.
Because of the other e-handbooks that were in the mailbox, right? Is he right? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow? Or maybe I'm thinking it the wrong way then. Broken e-handbook.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer after all.
Okay. I think
I'm sure that would have been no
I
problem
know
for her.
which statement. I think it's a previous statement.
That's it. She used the thing that was in the main hall.
Huh? What then?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If
But
she had that, she could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
theoretically, if Chihiro was able to use Leon's handbook, she could have gotten in the boys' locker room. But when we found Leon's handbook in the main hall, there was no doubt that it was. In which case, can we really say that she used it?
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really have gotten into the boys' locker room somehow?
Ah! I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
Oh shoot, I missed it. Damn it. Okay. Crap.
I'm sure that would have... No, I don't... She used the thing, huh? What?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that,
No.
She could get into the boys' locker
Okay,
room
I
no
need to do it
problem.
again because I keep on missing.
Is it really possible? Could Chihiro really...
I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook. She was the ultimate programmer, after all. I'm sure that would have been no problem for her.
No, I don't think she used the thing that... Huh? What?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course. If she had that,
She could get into the boys' locker room no problem.
Let me try it again, see if I can aim properly.
I got it! She must have hacked her e-handbook.
No, okay, it's the other one. You think you have some proof that contradicts what I said?
Shoot!
Oh, I need to think about it one more time. There must be a contradiction there somewhere. Okay, so it's the other one.
Could Chihiro really...
She must have hacked. She was the ultimate... I'm sure that would have... No, I don't... She used the thing that... Huh? What?
I'm talking about Leon's handbook, of course.
There we go.
No, that's wrong. No, I don't think Chihiro used Leon's
I
handbook.
think she used her own.
Why not?
Well, you can't use his because it's broken.
Because Leon's handbook was broken.
Right.
Oh. Well, then, yeah, I guess that'd be pretty impossible, huh?
I am struck silent by how quickly you gave up.
Maybe his half-baked idea.
Plus, isn't there a regulation against
Oh, yeah, that's
using
true.
someone else's handbook?
But that's loaning it.
Actually, the rule states that loaning your handbook is prohibited. It says nothing about borrowing one.
Right.
In other words, you could borrow a dead person's handbook all you want, and you'd be safe.
Yup. Hit the nail square on the noggin.
Not everybody knew about that rule, though.
Of course, if it were broken, that wouldn't
It
make
wouldn't
any
make any sense
anyway.
anyway because it wouldn't have worked.
So then, she must have
No.
hacked hers, like I said. She used her ultimate programmer skills and...
You can't fix an e-handbook. The instant you open one up, a security buzzer starts blaring.
So, if she didn't use Leon's handbook, and she didn't modify her own handbook...
Come on, guys.
Maybe Mr. Naegi's initial assumption is just wrong?
No.
It seems like there's no way she could have got into the boys' locker room. So
No.
I guess so.
Okay then, I vote for Byakuya.
No! No. If you do that, we will all die. Is that it then? Chihiro was killed in the girls' locker room and Byakuya is the one who did it? Really? But still, I don't know what else I can do.
Hold on a second.
Kyoko's saving us!
I agree with you, though. I think you're on the right track.
What the? You finally decide to open your mouth and that's what you've got to say?
Yes.
There's no way she could get in the boys' locker room, right? So...
No, there is a way she could have.
Why are you so sure she couldn't get in? There's still one other way she could have gained access.
What?
What are you talking about? What other way is there?
Well, to explain that, why don't we take a little break from the trial? I'd like you all to come see something.
Sure.
Wait. Just what do you think you're doing?
We're doing something positive. You can let us do things, Monokuma.
Don't worry. This'll make the whole trial more exciting. I'm sure that thought must please you.
Huh? It'll make things more exciting?
Then he's all for it.
Well, all right then. I declare an official class trial recess.
Oh, goodness.
For real?
For realsies.
Now then, what is it you want to show us? It better not be boring or I'll be very unhappy.
Oh, I have no doubt it'll meet your lofty expectations. So, shall we go?
Yes, please, let us leave. So before I even knew what was happening, the class trial had been put on hold. We headed off with Kyoko in the lead, and where she took us was the girls' locker room.
The girls' locker room?
Uh-huh.
We've already searched this place top to bottom. What are you trying to pull, Missy?
Missy? Oh my word. That's a really old phrase.
I'd like you to examine the victim's body one more time.
You want to check it again?
Be sure to examine the entire body very carefully. Take your time.
Examine her carefully? Like using our hands?
Okay, let's have Hifumi step back and we'll do the examining. I don't feel very comfortable.
No way!
It's probably best if I don't run my hands all over a girl's dead body.
It's not that I'm creeped out or anything, it's just... based
I
on
figured the
religious
guys would sort of
grounds,
back
you know?
away.
Very well. I'll do it.
Okay, Sakura.
But you're a girl. You shouldn't have to touch a dead body. Just let one of the boys do it.
Well, the boys aren't really being very forthcoming, so unless you want me to do it and I'll examine it.
No, it's okay. I think Chihiro would rather have a girl examine her. So just leave this to me.
Sakura.
Sakura's just an upstanding sort of person.
What is this? Some kind of secret girl-on-girl action? Is that what you two are
No,
about?
it's not like that.
That's not it at all. Stop screwing around.
Okay, here I go. I'm sorry, Chihiro. Please excuse the intrusion.
Putting her hands together in a brief prayer, Sakura then began to quietly examine her body.
Be sure to check her entire body, and I believe we will solve this particular mystery.
Her entire body? I know you say that, but...
I know.
What? This is... What is this...
Yeah.
What is it?
Not possible. It's not possible.
Sakura's eyes were staring wildly at Chihiro's lifeless form. Her massive frame trembled.
This girl is...
Mm-hmm.
Is what?
Is a boy.
Is a boy!
Yep.
Ah, I see. So she was actually a he. Interesting. Thank you for confirming this fact.
What?
I was wondering as to when you would sort of have that reaction.
You're joking, right?
No.
I wouldn't joke about this.
Then it's really true?
Mm-hmm.
Chihiro was a guy?
Thank you for watching the video today. I do appreciate it. If you can, leave a like as it does help, and consider subscribing if you haven't already. A huge thank you to my supporters, and if you'd like to help the channel, please feel free to visit the links in the description below and become a member. Thanks again, and I'll see you next time. Bye!